Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Drifter Saloon. Ven Corbin here, your host, and I'm bringing you a new tier list placement featured superstar for WWE Champions, and today it is Omos the Colossus. So just to get in there, this is going to be a very highly rated character. Gonna do things a little bit different than this way. I'm not actually going to go through and speak on everyone's behalf. A lot of people said the same thing, so what I'm going to do is actually just hit some key points and then let you know what the scores were at the end and how we rated them. Plugging twice, once in the beginning, once in the end. Please check out the content creators. You can see them all on screen here. The way I'm going to do it moving forward is those who don't give a score, I'm going to have those missing the icon, so you can kind of know ahead of time. 2 people did not score today. Do you know which 2 did not score this time around before I reveal? We'll find out. Besides that, super excited. Thank you guys for the creators who did contribute and did give the score, and a lot of you all have the same kind of opinion, so please don't feel offended that I'm not going to go through and list everything individually. It'll just be faster this way. That being said, I am going to jump right into it and start off by saying Omos is a fantastic character. But let's start off with a negative first, because there's so many positives, we might as well get the negatives out of the way, and it's his coaching ability. I do have that marked on the screen up above. You can see his coaching ability kind of reflects off the cross-break gems. A couple folks said that that'll make older cross-break characters viable, but that's very minimal in comparison to what we see in the meta currently. So if you're building a cross-break character, Omos might help a little bit, but otherwise, this is not why we're wanting this character. Why we want this character... Actually, before we get into why we want this character, another downfall is the links. He doesn't have a tag link to any AJ Styles, unfortunately, and I feel like that would have been really cool to make maybe Tech AJ more viable, or make any of the AJs more viable if they had some sort of gem buff. He doesn't really need it. Omos doesn't need it, but he does have, if he did have a tag link, maybe it would make it even better, per se. But he doesn't. So, now let's get into the positives. First of all, the moves. Most of his moves are low charge, but the build that stands out that every content creator told me was the power gem move. The power gem move is just fantastic, and piggybacking off of the premiere of Riddle and what Riddle can do for power gems, this makes him a top 5 striker. Everybody who sent me a review put him in the top 5 for being a decent character. He doesn't have to have gear, nothing like that, and all of this is excluding his plate. We're not counting his plate because I don't think it really works on him anyways. Omos does phenomenal with just the moveset that he has that's low charge and produces power gems. Every content creator said that the way that they would see it is putting out those power gems, having Riddle buff them, and then just going in. Some seen Omos do somewhere around 5 mil turn 1. That is impressive styles of damage. Which goes right into the comment that we hear all the time. This guy's like a mini Macho King. He's not quite to the level of Ring Royalty Macho Man Randy Savage, Striker Savage, Macho King. But he's fast and he's able to do quite a bit of damage. Quite a few people said that Hall of Fame Hogan was still better. Macho King was better. Some people still preferred Seth with the gears over him. Stunning Steve. Some people still preferred Stunning Steve Austin over Omos. So no one's saying that Omos is number 1. He's not going to be the character that you're going to want to go to right away if you have something better. But one of the better aspects to this character was his moves and how quick they not only recycled, but their animations was also quick. So Omos had very quick animations, and if you're feuding, you don't want to be stuck in a cycle of doing continuously long animations, because then you're slowing down yourself as well as your feud partner. In showdowns, it's also the same thing. You're able to get matches done faster because you're able to go through and do these moves quicker. So, not bad. Overall, he's going to be putting out a lot of damage, and we'll see more of him. In my opinion, I put him very high. I think that the fact that he can do so much damage with a tricolor move setup is great. And the power gems were hitting for so much that if you didn't have Macho King for boss breakers and things like that, for the faction bosses, which hopefully Scopely continues to produce to us, Omos is a good supplementary character for that. I would definitely say if you pulled this character, don't be ashamed. He's definitely somebody that you would want to level. He's a striker that's going to be a workhorse for you. And yeah, I think you'll see that he'll get a lot of use in that situation. So, now, I wanted to do it this way to kind of cut the video down quite a bit. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about Omos. Great character overall. The coaching was kind of lackluster as well as his links, but his moves were great, and he is probably a top 5 striker. He's not as good as Macho King, but he's pretty darn good. That being said, let's jump into the ratings for this character. I wanted to do this one live, but, well, I'll just do it this way. Sorry about this, folks. I don't know why it's having issues here. All right, so we go here, and then we're just gonna open this up. So 8.9, rounding up, he's a 9, which honestly, most folk here would probably agree. He's not a tier 1.5. He is a tier 1 character. He'll probably be classified as a tier 1 character as soon as he hits a tier list. If you did pull him, congratulations. Some would say to the moon. Some would say at least take him, high enough to where he's usable, against other 5-star golds. And then some people I know were taking out 5-star golds with 5-star bronze, 4-star golds Omos's. So we do have a couple scores here. If you guessed Davey D and DJ Anon, yeah, they were both busy this weekend, so they could not get me their scores, unfortunately. But everybody else, except for Retro, Retro gave him about a 7. Everyone else was 8 or higher on this character, with Benny giving Omos a 10. That is incredible. I think that's the first 10 of the Saloon. If not, it's definitely... we had no 10s for Big E, so this is our first 10 here for Omos. I will say that, like I said, it says 8.9. I would actually say bump it up to a 9. He is a tier 1 character if you pulled him. Put some resources into him. I don't think you'd be upset. And moving forward, maybe we'll see more of these kind of characters, and Scopely pushing out this kind of build where previous characters that we just got, like Riddle, will have an effect on the characters coming out soon. So maybe Omos will be a good coach for maybe a cross-break character we get soon. Who knows? Just throwing it out there. But as a whole, this is the scores that we had. Thank you again to all the content creators. If you folks are watching this, please check the links down below. Follow the content creators because they are amazing. I have nothing else to say on Omos. Super good character, and I can't wait till I pull him eventually because I'm going to chase him if he's in a loot again. He was pretty darn good. So yeah, thank you for your guys' time, and I will see you on the next one. Be safe and take it easy.